The house was quiet, or it should be. But on an unusual morning in the elite Itaewon district, a huge irony emerged behind the high-security black fence believed to be the silent stronghold of Jungkook, BTS's golden magnate. But that day, the public eye couldn't seem to blink. Something happened, and it's no small thing. Rows of luxury cars with secret plates arrived. Some were even seen carrying large suitcases and handbags. Then came a middle-aged man and a woman who were confirmed as Jungkook's parents. Several other relatives followed. All looks hasty, but it is clear they came to settle. Not just visiting. What exactly happened? Why is Jungkook's house suddenly crowded with his family? And more importantly, does this mean Jungkook has returned from the military secretly? This news hit the army community like a storm in the middle of the sea. No warning, no official announcement from HYB. Jungkook, the idol who has been adored by millions of people around the world, who is undergoing his military service, suddenly becomes a mystery of life. Did he really come back? Or is there another reason why the house, which had been so quiet, suddenly crowded like a palace that was welcoming the prince? Netizens also speculated wildly. Why is my house suddenly like this? Usually quiet. Is Jungkook coming home? Wrote one of the fanbase accounts with millions of followers on platform X, formerly Twitter. His reaction? Of course, explode. Hashtags Jungkook Palong, hashtag welcome back JK, to hashtag Itaewon suddenly trending in less than 2 hours. And what is even more surprising, none of the agency's parties gave any clarifications. Shut up. Quiet. Like hiding something. Is this part of a massive comeback plan? Or is it a personal event that wants to be kept in the private sphere, but fails to escape the public spotlight? The fact that Jungkook's extended family was fully present, until it was seen that there were 2 little boys who were believed to be Jungkook's nephews, running around in the yard, making conjecture after conjecture even wilder. Some soldiers even claimed they saw a tall man dressed in black enter through the back door of the house. His face was covered with a mask and a hat, but his walking style, his posture, and the vibe of his steps were too much like Jungkook's. Too suspicious to ignore. It's Jungkook, I'm 100% sure. I've been a fan since the beginning, and I know exactly how he walks, said a fan who claimed to be at the scene at the time of the incident. He even recorded the moment, which in a matter of minutes went viral on TikTok and X. The video has now been viewed more than 10 million times, and the number continues to grow. But what was most touching and emotional was the moment Jungkook's mother walked out of the house, carrying a tray of drinks and smiling at the workers outside the fence. It's not been like this for a long time, he said in a low voice, which was vaguely recorded by the camera microphone of one of the fan sites. A sentence that seems simple, but contains mystery and deep nostalgia. Long time no see. What does it mean? Jungkook is back? Some local media even began to speculate. Could Jungkook get special military leave earlier for family reasons? Or, and this is most surprising, did he resign sooner because of an urgent secret project? This suspicion arises because HYB had previously appeared a mysterious teaser that read 6.15, accompanied by an eye symbol and a whisper he's back, without explaining further. Netizens are sure that this is not a coincidence. June 15th was touted as Jungkook's official return day, but now, could he be home sooner than expected? The tension escalated when some HYB staff were seen getting out of one of the cars and entering the house with laptops and camera equipment. This is no ordinary visit. This is not a simple family gathering. It's like preparing for something big. Is Jungkook preparing surprise content? A comeback reality show exclusive? Or, even crazier, is this all part of a live docudrama that will air on the spur of the moment? This controversy continues to spin and nothing can stop it. Everyone wants to know the same thing. Is Jungkook home? But behind the frenzy of speculation, there are also stifling whispers. Some anonymous sources said that the return of Jungkook's extended family was not just out of joy. There are concerns. There's something hiding. Did Jungkook get injured while training? Or does the pressure of life as a world star and the burden of the military make him ask for a long break? One military staffer, who declined to be named, told local media, "We cannot comment on individuals. But indeed, there are some personnel who are granted leave more quickly for urgent medical or family reasons." The sentence served as fuel for the wild theories that developed. Jungkook is a national priority, said one Korean pop culture observer, adding, if it is true that he returned early, there is a good chance that the government and agencies are crafting a very careful narrative to preserve his image. But the public is already too smart. They knew there was something deeper than just a family visit. And of all this, perhaps the most heart-rending was the reaction of the army. They don't just ask. They cry. They prayed. They're waiting. When the star of your life disappears from the stage for 2 years, then suddenly returns without warning, it's not just news. It was a storm of emotions. And now the storm shows no signs of abating. As night falls in the Itaewon area, Jungkook's house lights up brighter than usual. Usually, this house is quiet, with thick curtains tightly closed and tight guards so that anyone who passes by does not dare to glare for too long. But not that day. Not after car arrived. Not after the sound of children's laughter echoed faintly from inside the fence. And especially, not after a man with physical features that are too identical to Jungkook was captured on camera. The entire digital timeline exploded. And what is more astonishing, some well-known fansite accounts are known to be very careful in uploading content, suddenly deleting all traces of Jungkook's house photos within 30 minutes of being uploaded. Why? Are they under pressure from the agency? Or do they know something that the public doesn't know? This mystery makes the world of K-pop cannot calm down. One account with more than 3 million followers even wrote on his Insta story, "Sorry, I can't say much. But you'll see why we have to delete all of these posts next week." The post was immediately screenshot by thousands of netizens and became irrefutable proof. Something big is being prepared. Something too big to be allowed to leak too early. But the pressure is like a time bomb. ARMY is no ordinary fandom. They are a global community highly trained in reading patterns, digging for clues, even tracing digital traces as fine as dust particles. They began to find out. Have there been any changes in HYBE's activities lately? Is there any signal that Jungkook was given a faster leave from his military service? And they found something. The official South Korean military account no longer lists Jungkook's name on the public active list since 3 days ago. This is not uncommon. Even for an artist, the conscription system has strict and transparent rules. When a soldier is discharged or transferred, his status usually remains publicly visible, except in emergency or sensitive conditions. Then why did Jungkook's name suddenly disappear? An investigative journalist from the local media tried to ask the military for clarification. The answer was surprising. We cannot provide information on individuals who are currently in the process of transition. The word transition is what makes everyone tremble. Transition to where? Transition to home? Transition to the agency? Transition to a secret project? Speculation is soaring.